Hello everybody, it's Gabriel. This is my Let's Play of Young Merlin. Yahtzee's away today, so you're just going to be hearing me speak, which is what you've all been waiting for.
You liar!
Well, that's what you get for making me do the intro, man.
This is embarrassing. I put some coke in this glass, and I forgot I was also storing some rum in it. But I hope they'll be friends.
I'm sure they'll get along. Look at those old Mode 7s.
What? That's the shittest princess ever. She's not even being kidnapped by anything. She just fell in a river.
She's being kidnapped by water pressure.
Yeah.
And then
There's your arch nemesis now.
Yeah. Curse you, the damp. I mean...
Oh, well.
Yeah, I love this. Like...
Thank you, strange woman.
If you take the Lady of the Lake, who that character is supposed to be, and give her, like, some ravages of meth face, I've had literally that happen to me. Like, just standing there and suddenly this woman's appeared and just got XBBB, XBB, LLL, BBB.
She's not the Lady of the Lake. She wasn't even in a lake.
See, this is what I mean. Like, this game has the hit detection of a drunk girl's clitoris. It just... Do
you want to think about that analogy a bit?
Not really.
So once this waterfall has been made completely gay, what happens then?
You get a thing that can open another door. See, like, what was that? Like, I had no idea what that was, and it makes little bubbles.
You're emitting gay bubbles. Mm-hmm. I'm just fixated on the gay now. as I said to my ex.
Just can't get cock out of your head. So that's what you get for going to one of those pray away the gay camps, man. Like, that shit just doesn't work.
Yeah. See, they kept bringing it up. That's all you can think about. It's like no smoking signs.
Don't think about penis. Don't think about penis. God damn it.
Try not to think about penis. Oh, I lost the penis game.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Look, she's saved. She's fine.
That was us who threw her in the river.
Like, that's the thing. She fell into the river. She got out. She's not a fucking idiot. It's just she just got out.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
After she, like, gotten out of the bloody river.
Wanders over.
It's to a house.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently the girl likes me, even though I'm, like, hiding behind a bush staring at her.
Hello! I completely failed to save you from drowning earlier, remember me?
You saved yourself, exactly as I planned.
Yes, I'm like God. I'm like God, I just gave you the strength to realize your own power.
I fuck those who help themselves. Yeah, I know that. It's just like,
is that a gateway to the hell dimension?
More or less, that comes,
Is that what we're going to take for our smooch sessions?
Hell dimensions are good date sites, man. Fear and attraction are very, very connected.
Very few people still know what you look like.
Which is weird, considering that there's, like, from, when I was working at the bar, pictures of me literally plastered everywhere all the fucking time.
Viewers, what do you think Gabriel looks like?
I have heard some hilarious... Like, there was one comment where someone thought I looked like Nick Frost.
If you could imagine a pale Shrek...
Oh, fuck you, buddy. Yahtzee calls me doughy. It's like, dude, I can... The amount of push-ups I do. Fuck you. Doughy.
You know, there was a time when I thought about getting a tattoo on my face.
Awesome. What was it? I need to know.
Nothing specific. I just thought, if there's... Maybe I could just do something...
Your ad here. This space for rent. Just on your face.
And the idea was, if I ever, even... considered the thought of going back to a retail job.
Hello, I'm Yahtzee Crowshaw. I don't like jobs.
I wouldn't even be able to, even if I tried.
Yeah, but I mean, then you'd just...
And I'd thank myself in the long run.
For what? You'd wind up doing, like, concrete cutting or having to wear a mask and have a dude whip you in front of other people.
Well, that is more fulfilling than retail. Basically is retail, but cutting out the middleman.
Someone needs to at least Photoshop a picture of you with, like, the Ziggy Stardust, like, face paint.
Don't do that.
Come on, YouTube, you can do it.
Just do a picture of... What was that other thing we did?
You making out with Bowie?
No, the bum sex reference.
You having bum sex with Bowie?
No!
Yes,
You know what I mean.
This is such good ideas, Yahtzee.
I've forgotten it now.
That's because you're thinking about bum sex with Bowie.
We were saying that women have the smoke bomb of bum sex. That was it. Someone draw a picture of the bum... the smoke bomb of bum... I don't even care anymore. You know what? Just draw a picture of a hat. That'll do.
The smoke bomb of bum sex. How will you draw that precisely? Actually,
well,
no,
that's their challenge. Yeah, we'll leave it up to them.
How will you depict that? The other school shooting in...
Oh, this will raise the tone.
The States. Oh, it was just, it was a thing saying, one like equals one prey. I'm just like, God, fuck it. Yeah, remember when God came down to all of us and explained the exchange rate of likes to praise? Do you remember that day? That was a great day. It was really nice when, the Alpha and Omega, the be-all, the end-all, Yahweh, the giver of life, landed in front of us and said, okay, here's how it works. You know that retarded online popularity contest? Direct line to me now. I'm hip, I'm with the times. The Pope has a Twitter.
That was the 11th commandment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thou shalt thumb.
But there was a guy called Bennett who I hit it off with because he was talking about how you could buy like weed paraphernalia here, so he was trying to buy a pipe and smuggle it back to the States. And that he was going around just pointing at people and talking to me about them, and he was putting on their regional accent whenever like he did. So he just points at this girl and goes, "That's Hope from North Dakota. She's a slut." And I'm just like, and yeah, you'd get these fucking insane accents, like just things where you look at them, it's like, wow, it's like, surely that's effort to talk like that. Like, surely that's a thing that you have to do consciously.
I like how you told that anecdote over Merlin fighting a dragon, which was the most interesting thing to have happened.
It wasn't. I don't really have an accent, that's the thing. Like, I have what I like to call enunciated Australian, because here's the thing. Everyone will say I sound... Irish will say I sound Canadian. Canadians will say I sound Irish. Locals tend to say I sound American. A Finnish girl once asked me what part of Finland I was from.
I've had that. People sometimes have real trouble placing me. So one time this group of girls at a bus stop went all the way around Europe without guessing it correctly.
I mean, it's... And people will say, like, when I say, no, I'm from Brisbane, I was born in the RBH, and it's like, you're lying. And it's like, yeah, I'm lying about being born in Brisbane to make me seem more interesting and cool. That's... Fuck yeah. I'm from this place.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Brisbane is a place that exists.
I'm a native.
It doesn't have the art and culture of Melbourne. It doesn't have the size and prestige of Sydney, but it does have...
It has Brisbane. It has itself.
I remember once meeting this guy from South Carolina who worked in like the Woolworths, and he had like his accent was like honey to listen to. It was brilliant. He had like that perfect South Carolinian drawl, and we were kind of confused as to why, why are you here? And he sort of looked around and just said, dodging responsibility. And I was just like, yes, yeah. Welcome to Brisbane. You'll fit right the fuck in.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, if you've ever wanted to dodge any responsibility whatsoever, come to Brisbane.
Yeah, sit at a bar and get drunk.
In the afternoon, no one cares.
That's how I spend most of my Friday nights. Making soulful, terrified looks at every woman who walks in and never saying a bloody word to them.
It's fishing with no bait. It's great to watch.
Yeah, that's me. These days I just wait to be seduced.
Yeah, women need to get on that. Like, you gotta be a little more proactive these days.
But not too proactive, because then you'll creep me out.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with very proactive.
Don't just, thrust hotel room numbers at me. That's weird.
Please do that to me. I'd be okay with that. Just a little card that has sex? ?
And ideally underneath a little certificate from your last STI check.
I one time ejaculated into a girl's handbag, and
Don't tell me about your ejaculation stories.
Well, okay. Bear in mind, this wasn't I wasn't at the shopping center. I didn't just run up and go, the thing was too, she was giving me a hand job, so it was like she was in charge, and I warned her, and
Gabe, are you familiar with the rule? Always think twice before you tell the internet anything.
I don't care.
Do you really want your entire rest of your life people searching and being able to find this about you? This is in person to about 50,000 people.
50,000 people whose opinions don't matter.
I do not want to... Well, even if you don't care about
take that, viewers.
Even if you don't
care get all, fucking Rockstar on you and not like you for liking that stuff.
Even if you do not care about the viewers, I personally do not want to hear about any stories involving liquids coming out of or near from you.
Come on, ejaculation stories are hilarious, especially when it goes places it's not supposed to.
Even if you do not care about the viewers, I personally want to hear about any stories involving liquids coming out of or near from you.
How many handbags have you come in?
One. And, okay, that was...
Story time!
Okay, the thing about getting a hand job is there's this shit takes two to tango. Now, as a gentleman, you know something comes firing out of the end of your dick. You have to
you have to be polite about this. You have to let the person jerking you off know when that's about to happen, because, otherwise, trouble. On the other hand, the person doing the jerking is responsible for aim. I'm not doing anything with it. Like, it's not me. So, there are things called Kegel exercises. Now, women can do them to strengthen the walls of the vagina. That has a lot of health benefits beside that. Men actually can do that too. I didn't know this for a very long time. If you can pinch off a urine stream, that's male Kegels. So, and I can do that because I'm a conscientious public pisser. Getting there. So, like, because I used to drink a lot. I love that picture. Because I used to drink a lot, I'd, have to piss, and sometimes you just know when there are toilets, so you piss in public. Because I'm, it's like that Tism song. I'm a cunt, but I'm not a fucking cunt. I didn't want to ruin someone's day by having them come around the corner, excellent, and see me there drunk and pissing. So, you pinch off and you go away. This builds male Kegels. And again, it's actually good for prostate health, so I recommend that if you've got a prostate.
So you recommend pissing in public and shut it off and on?
Yeah, yeah, basically that.
Alright.
What this also does is gives you mad ejaculatory range. This...
motherfucker.
Yeah, like legit. So, I'm getting a hand job.
It makes better, even though there's a static image over your face.
Yeah, so I'm receiving a wristy, to be polite, and the moment arrives, and I go like, or just whatever noise I make when I orgasm.
Here comes the dynamite.
Yeah. I, first round fires. I open my eyes like a kind of split second after that. You know that bit in X-Files where there's a shot of the UFO kind of streaking across the sky? That's what I open my eyes to, because the shot of ejaculate is I can feel the breeze from it. I can feel the air distortion come just past my face and right near my eye. Alarm bells go off because I don't want to be the guy that came in his own fucking eyeball. Okay, so things coming at my face, things that are coming at my face, I rear back like a horse where there's like a dead thing in front of it or something. This alters the arc. Now, again, this is her fucking fault, because what the hell was she doing? I said something was coming. She didn't think about it. She didn't do anything. Didn't aim it at the fucking wall, at the bed, anywhere else but my own goddamn face. I rear back. This changes the trajectory. And again, I measured this afterward, too. This was nearly 2 meters.
That seems like an epic distance.
Yeah, it really. I was fucking surprised. This is how I researched.
I don't know how that works personally, but that just seems like a lot.
This was why I researched it. This is why I realized that I've been doing Kegel exercises my whole life, cutting off like piss streams in public, which have just given me some like miraculous sort of like ejaculation ability. 3 great arcs just go straight kind of at a head.
This could be a sport on the Ocho.
Yeah.
This is a serious load, though.
Yeah, it had been a while. And the one thing she said was, "Don't get it in her hair." The first thing I notice is it's in her hair. I start laughing my fucking ass off. And to this day, I cannot recommend going from an orgasm to a full belly gut laugh just immediately. Dude. Just the best. Absolutely the best. I don't know how to make it happen again. It's one of those little miracles, It's like a legendary Pokemon. It's just... There's one of them, and you just gotta find it. Yeah, so that happens, I'm laughing. So she goes, it's in my hair, and I'm on my back now, just the whole body's like going red because I'm giggling. And I'm laughing harder because I know it's pissing her off slightly, and I can't now, it's just even funnier because she's getting annoyed. Then she follows the trail. Then it's just like, it's on my handbag, and I know it's in the handbag, so I know what's coming next. And she just goes, it's in my handbag! Yes. And
amazing.
Then he just, it's on my fucking phone! And at that point, she just head just whips around. I'm just on my back, just face just swollen up, just crimson fucking laughing my goddamn ass off. And that's how I came in a handbag. And that's only ever happened once. And again, mindfulness. If you're the one with the penis, you have to say something. If you're the one wielding the penis, it's on fucking you. That's not my fault. I said that, things were happening, and she decided to, I either decided to or just haphazardly aimed it at my own fucking face. Yeah. I don't think she did it deliberately.
No.
Again, women, I wouldn't advise that.
No.
Don't just aim it. I mean, again, I can kind of see the humor in it, And if she did that deliberately, I'd probably have a good chuckle
You
after.
just keep your ejaculate to yourself, alright.
I try.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
yeah, now he's been
De-gooped.
de-snotted. Good night, everybody.
Yep, see you again in 5 months.
Yes. Well, not that much time, because I am competent at putting videos together.
I have other hobbies. Okay, I do push-ups.
Yeah, and you jerk off.
A lot.
And this is opera. We're going on night on the opera. Oh no, it's operating. We're going to operate on a lady. Oh no, it's operation. It's Operation Stealth.
Operation Stealth.
So there's a whole lot of plot going on here. Basically, the gist of it is the prototype stealth bomber that the Americans were developing has been stolen. So yeah, apparently the stealth bomber is somewhere in Santa Paraguay. Oh, I think this is one of my favourite scenes in the game, just for showing John Glamis to be the absolute douchebag that he is. Nothing interesting, just a woman struggling to make her way in the world.
Well,
A single parent being shat on by the society that claims to look after her. And now we're gonna nick her.
children.
And now we're gonna nick her taxi.
We're going into a bright future, not like that single mother.
Step on it before she starts shouting at us in a very Latino and feisty way. Oh look, our path is being blocked. But at least we have some respect for our blockage.
Truly, she's the real hero here.
I like how she said it twice in different languages.
She's a Latin American housekeeper. Just push her down.
I think she's full of shit. But whatever, we'll play it your way, game.
Just knock her over and keep walking. She won't even register.
Now I just have to go to the floor below and take the stairs. Because that's the kind of...
Are you fucking serious? That's the puzzle to get around.
That's the puzzle. That's the kind of super secret agent we are.
Jesus.
I mean, the real James Bond would have seduced that lady out of the way.
Yeah, you know, maybe just rattle off a few into her mouth or something.
What? I don't even want to picture it.
Well, you are.
He'd be saying, oh, I can think of some applications for that vacuum cleaner, young lady.
That was... Please do that Sean Connery impression more often. I want to hear that.
I'm going to open this door now. Remember that maze, Gabe?
Oh,
Do you want to do another one? This time with very low visibility. And rats everywhere. Laid out in such a way that it's always the least obvious route you have to take, and oh, we're dead.
What the? I've heard you do a fantastic George Lazenby impression, too.
Not intentionally.
No, yeah, it's more of a... Just kind of live that impression.
It's opening, John!
Tell me there's nobody else in that room and that was just him saying it to himself. Awesome!
I have to disappoint you there.
Ah, damn it. World. That's worse than child leukemia. That is frigging horrible.
Yes, it is worse than child leukemia.
Oh god! I can't imagine you actually fucking diddling around and getting through that.
I know, I can't believe I did it myself.
I'd have picked another fucking game. I was going, nah.
I almost did, actually. Oh shit, what's that?
Glames. You scared lady, scared Glames.
This is our first good look at John Glames' face, incidentally. What the fuck is that? What is going on with her face? Thank you for sparing us that hand that does not seem to be attached to John Glames. Hello!
This is copyrighted by 1996. It's owned by 1996, and it shows.
We got a video of 3 hours and 25 fucking minutes to get through.
Hey, I had to play it.
That Gabriel has provided us with. And tell us a little about the game.
Well, yes, this is Normality. As you can see, it was copyrighted in 1996, and it comes from that mysterious 90s that I'd never really interacted with, the one where everything is radical and day-glow and hypercolor.
And yes, I remember this. Here's our protagonist, the douchiest man on Earth.
Oh, dear God. Kent Knutson. Look at that!
It's spelled Knutson, though, isn't it? Like Scandinavian.
Yeah. I just got through the entire game calling him Cuntson, because I'm an adult. He's got a shirt with his name on it too, which makes me just, if I ever see that, I definitely want to talk to that person and be friends with them.
Of course. I mean, no one would immediately assume it was their name. And said, "What's the deal with the T-shirt? It's my name." Okay.
Get the fuck away from me.
I'm trying to figure out the most polite way to get the hell to the other side of the bar right now.
I'm sorry, did you lose your helmet that you have to wear always? His hair looks like one of those Play-Doh extrusion toys.
You know, it does look like he usually wears a helmet. He's got that kind of hairdo.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, you've been arrested for whistling a particularly annoying tune, stuck into the one of the Norm's holding pens.
Because this is like a 1984 style evil society, isn't it?
I'm just going to call this 1996, because I think it's a hilarious little quasi-1984.
Well, it can't be that oppressive if someone like Mr. Cunson is allowed to walk down the street without being capped in the back of the head.
Yeah, like, honestly, if I saw someone like that in my perfect dystopia, I would just kill them. Like,
Quake 1 was 1996, same year as this.
Yeah.
Same year as Duke Nukem 3D, and everyone was... I remember there was this really retarded argument for a while over which one was best.
That reminds me of a great Chris Rock thing about, like, remember when people used to argue who was better, Michael Jackson or Prince? Prince won. It's just like, yeah.
Yes. I like Blur and Oasis, that was another one. The Britpop thing. Now, which one is actually composed of people who are actually interested in the artistry of music and
aren't sociopaths.
And not northern twats?
God, it is one of those things where if you ever see them interviewed, it's just like, ugh.
I'm allowed to say northern twats because I'm from the north. Well, my mum was from the north. She's a twat.
Well, I'll say northern twat because fuck you.
So, and now we're persuading him to take us down to ground level.
Yeah.
Can't just jump. As much as we'd want him to.
Just throw him off the edge. So yeah, he'll only let me down if I get him a coffee.
Yes.
So rather than get him a coffee, I shit in a cup and give it to him.
Of course. Because that's the kind of guy we are.
Yeah, cunt Knudsen, man, he's an asshole.
Or double cunt.
Double cunt.
Let's just call him double cunt.
Cunt squared.
Phineas K. Double Cuntenstein.
Phineas K. Double cunt. So I basically mix boiling water and paint.
Yes, because we despise this man, and we want him to turn blind and then die.
Yeah.
Well, I don't suppose it wouldn't hurt that much.
You know, things were not great for Double Cunt from the outset, in terms of being a relatable character, because he looks like a twat, and he talks like Corey Feldman, who is a twat.
Yeah.
But well, these actions
he's at maximum Feldman too.
His actual actions are not helping his case.
Just wait. Like, this game becomes like this actual chilling indictment of terrorism later on. And not in the right way. Like, you do things that are wrong. Like, very, very wrong. And it's like, this is the message of this game. If you have a problem, kids, it's okay to blow things up and murder people, provided you think you're doing the right thing.
But it's okay, yeah. Because we're cool. We're a lot cooler than those squares who work for the man.
Yeah. They're an oppressive force, and you have absolute morality on your side. You're able to do these things.
Some people should be oppressed. I'm just saying.
I don't want to say anything unpopular here, but some people don't deserve rights.
So I've declared
myself a free state.
Well, we've all declared ourselves a lot of things.
I love, like, weirdo secessionists. Like I'm gonna be me. It's like, you're a human being. A single human being is one of the most useless things on the face of the earth.
Yeah, we've got plenty of them. Yeah, like 7 billion of the fuckers.
Yeah.
So we have a bit of variety, people. I mean, Jesus. Have we got enough axolotls? How about more of those? Those are nice.
They're a funny thing. This is probably one of the weirder not weirder puzzles. Just
I do remember this one. Yeah, like they only hire fat people for testing furniture.
So I'm wearing this shirt that says "I am fat."
Yeah, you wear the "I am fat" shirt, and that helps.
It's just, I don't know, something about that made me giggle.
I mean, maybe the joke is she's hard of seeing, like she's short-sighted. But then, how would she be able to read the T-shirt?
And then once I'm done, I can walk around and look up her dress.
I found a plot hole!
Yeah. Take that, meticulously constructed game normality.
Oh wow, flat-screen TVs in the 90s.
It's a projection
They
screen.
predicted the future.
It's amazing.
Well, they kind of predicted the oppressive government as well. Did you know that the United Kingdom has 25% of all the world's surveillance cameras?
People are paranoid.
You can thank Thatcher for all that.
What was it? Grant Morrison's tweet after she died was, "It's not that she's dead, it's that she suffered." I'm just, yeah. Well, that was like...
I'm a human calamity. Someone should have aborted me.
Lol.
Yeah.
Oh, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Ah, look, stars.
You know, one of the things...
Ah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Something's about to eat you. I think that's Slenderman's fat brother.
Pudgyman. Hey, don't oppress Pudgyman, okay? It's his life choice.
Just imagine, you know, imagine
horrible.
just turning around suddenly in a darkened room and that is directly in front of you, tweaking its nipples.
Yeah. Not moving, no noticeable malice, which makes it scarier.
And the soundtrack goes, ring!
Yeah, the mouth doesn't move, but all you hear is, "Hey, lover. Hey, lover." Just,
Slenderman wouldn't say that.
No, but that's why I like "Hey, lover" because it's so much creepier.
I think pretty much anything you say in a whisper is creepy.
Yeah, but "Hey, lover," like lover, it's just someone calling you that who isn't is terrifying. Like it's just universally. I'd rather be killed.
A demonstration. I'm gonna go down the shops. Do you want anything, Gabriel? Do you want anything to put in your body?
But I mean, like, there are people who fucking would try to fuck a shoe who have a license, and they're allowed to get out in cars, and people lament the fact that we have, like, 7 deaths on a road, and, like, really, that's an astonishing achievement for humans.
Why you gotta be so judgmental of people who just want to have sex with shoes, dude? I think you're just being sex negative.
Yahtzee Croshaw.
Shoe fucker. I said nothing of the sort.
It's like, yeah, you're one of the oppressed sexual minorities like the furries.
It's just, you know, one day they came for the shoe fuckers and I said nothing because I was not a shoe fucker.
They came for the furries and you said nothing.
Because I was not a furry. Actually, things were a bit better after that.
Now everyone's going to get up in arms about their personas being oppressed.
Yes, and then they came for me. The people who like to pour cold baked beans over their flaccid dicks. And there was
I jerk off into mailboxes at 2 o'clock in the morning.
And there was nobody left to speak up.
Yeah.
Do you think that machine and your t-shirt are having a shouting argument?
How fat are you? I am fat!
Are you fat?
I am fat! I imagine that's how, like, just conversations go at, like, those, like, fat rights things.
This is the revolutionaries, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now we're trying to impress this entity. This allegedly female entity. Looks like...
Oh, that is... I'm saving that as an insult for people who annoy me.
You allegedly female
You
entity.
allegedly female entity. That's... I know a few slightly irritating tomboys that I'm gonna fucking nail with that one. That's gonna be good. Which is really what... Oh, look, there's some poo. I'm gonna pick that up.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I know.
As low as the brow gets.
It was more of a pubic brow.
I'm just thinking back to that lady of the resistance we are attempting to woo.
I don't think we're even trying to do that.
Well, no, because that would mean having some kind of human instinct in our body.
Yeah. We're not human. Yeah, now I can talk to Mr. Potato.
You know, that's not a bad gag. That you have to be shown into the boss's office and he's just sitting over there.
There are 1 or 2 jokes in this, and a few even just written jokes that actually hit pretty well.
Okay then.
It's just one of those things that I don't know whether it was because I was tired, because I did the last bits of recording after this after I came home from training, and usually then I'm like just exhausted in pretty much every imaginable way, and I just got to this weird Easter egg at the end. I'm just like, it's the last straw that my brain couldn't handle, and I think
was that?
Yeah, I think I had a stroke for about a minute or 2 because my left side was tingly. It was great. I jerked off. It was fantastic. It was like somebody else was there. Stroke-tubation.
That's an advantage of having a stroke that people don't usually talk about.
Silver linings, man. Life's about silver linings.
Yeah. You can recreate the experience by leaning on your arm for a while until it goes to sleep. And then trying to jerk off with it.
Already came up with that, you stole it. Oh yeah, here's the weirdest joke in the game.
Okay. There's turds.
King Rat, yeah. But not just...
Sensei for those ninja turds.
That was certainly a 90s joke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't I wandered into the wrong game?
No, there's no game with ninja turds. I just want to let everybody know that this IT guy here, the way he speaks, is exactly how I imagine anyone that takes the PC Master Race seriously speaks. Just listen to his voice.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this now.
Go away, I'm working and far too clever to waste time talking to you.
What are you doing?
You know, I've just noticed a weird paradox from the 90s, in that this stereotypically nerdy-voiced man is wearing a backwards baseball cap.
He has a dirty idea.
Oh, he must have been the... this was Patient Zero for cool geeks.
How does that work? It's like his body would explode. It'd be like matter and antimatter.
He'd just go, no! And he'll fall over, and then he'll come up like in the Nutty Professor, all really, really cool and suave. But basically, this Downs kid at this thing was trying to explain to one of the other work for the doll people how to do a thing. Because this Downs kid had been coming here for ages, so he knew how to do this stuff. And this work for the doll guy was just treating him like an idiot. And because he was treating him like an idiot, he wasn't listening to the correct advice that this person was fucking giving him about how to get this goddamn grill to start. But anyway, this guy finally got the grill to work, realized that the Downs kid had been right all along, looked at the Downs kid looked at him and just said, and they call me fucking retarded. And it was one of those times where I stood up out of my chair and was like, yes! Oh, there is no comeback for that. That kid just fucking...
Okay, we've blown up the place.
Yeah.
And we've alerted these cardboard cutouts in the background.
I know, look at... Oh, those are fantastic. And now that Norm has a big piece of metal in his head, which is making him feel weird.
Oh, you monster, cunt, Canson! What I thought might be an interesting character to explore would be Hitler in the afterlife, after having had several long conversations.
He's stuck with, like, fucking millions of Jews and other people he gassed. Just...
After having had conversations with people who live in, like, modern times, who have told him that he is remembered as history's greatest monster. It's like, what?
Oh, come on. No, I just like the idea of him in, like, the afterlife's waiting room with 6 million Jews.
Yeah,
just pop, and just everyone looks at him and goes, hey! It's like, okay.
Just sort of drumming his fingers on his knees.
Well, I understand there's going to be a lot of tension.
Hey guys, eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind, right?
Yeah, am I right? Come on. Let's get a smile going.
Hey, at least I was being proactive. At least I was actually getting shit done. What were you guys doing? Sitting around getting killed?
You bastard! And like, there's no physicality, so they can't really affect each other. So it's just angry glares.
Yeah. Maybe like some of the Jews would just try to like teabag his shapeless form.
Yeah, and here's the explanation of this.
Okay, I do remember this one as well.
So basically, it's this big machine that uses, like, all the people that get abducted, they take their weird ideas and use it to scan ideas in the city and then suck the weird ideas out of people. A small piece of metal in the body.
Okay, that seems like a pretty big loophole.
Yeah. Yeah. And like how, like, Cunt Conson's
when you
immune
say
because he has a BB in his ear.
Yeah, it seems like this is a pretty significant, like, hole in the evil oppressive government's activities. Wait, maybe the ball bearing went down, cunts.
Down, cunts.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking that idea more, because that's slightly horrifying.
That was his dad's best day of his life. Like the day he got the ball bearing. Yeah, it's just like, I got it. It went down the hole.
50 points. You can actually hear the little thunk.
He actually fed cunt that evening.
What? Yeah. Said cunt.
Good job, cunt.
What? Can't hear you, there's a ball bearing down my ear.
I know, Daddy's happy. Go upstairs, I'll bring you a fish stick.
Yeah, go upstairs, you eat tonight. You don't have to get hydration by licking the underside of the skirt.
Yeah, you don't have to suck the mold. So now the TV store's on, and if you like, Saul was saying you'll hear a wom sound. So the wom sound is coming from the TV station, so you gotta get up and fuck up the TV station.
And then Cunt said, what? I can't hear it. I've got a ball bearing in my ear.
And here, I plan on when my parents die, keeping the brains in a jar.
Just to punish them.
Well, no, like, you know, there'll be a jar. It'll be in a little box, and the box will have 2 doors. And you open the first door, and it's like there's a picture of Dad. And then you open the second door, and it's a little glass window, and there's his brain. And Mum says she doesn't want this to happen, and I've said tough shit. I hate the Black Eyed Peas.
I've met will.i.am.
Really?
Yeah, it was at the Webby Awards.
That's weird.
He complimented my hat. He had a similar one on, but his was white.
Yeah, that was...
Which is weird, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
I was a white guy in a black suit and a black fedora.
You are like the reverse Will.i.am.
And he was a black guy in a white suit and a white fedora.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing. And we had similar beards.
Yeah.
I think we should have hung out.
He's like achingly cool, and you're like achingly British.
I'm cool. I'm cool in my own way.
Our own special way. We're all different, and we each have our own qualities.
Will.i.am is cool in the same way Cunt Cunson's outfit was at one point for like 2 minutes in the 90s considered cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, Will.i.am also sung on a song called My Humps, so he's lost any credit.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
See, I'm cool because I'm dignified. The original meaning of cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, My Humps could literally be renamed BoobyBumBum and still be the same fucking song.
Basically.
I hate that.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
That at least had other lyrics.
Like
that had some rather eloquent discussions about butts.
I kind of want to... So this is my, like, childish sense of humour coming back in a flash, because I can't even say the phrase... I kind of like to write a song called...
You're literally breaking. You can't finish this. This is... I need to know what this is now.
I'd like to write a song called that phrase you said.
BoobyBumBum. Yeah, I've made Yahtzee laugh a couple of times, and this is the hardest I've seen him laugh, like literally like holding his face, trying not to break.
I'm sorry, there's something wrong with the way my brain interprets, like, childish swear words. It's my oppressive British upbringing.
You're like crying. This is fucking insane. There it is. Okay, there's Yahtzee's sense of humor. There it is. All this intellect, all this analysis, all this critique brought to its knees by BoobyBumBum. There he goes again.
Well, I'm sorry. The fact that I usually work in sophisticated humor is why this sort of gets through my defenses.
Oh, this is fantastic. In my head, it's the tune of Ruby Soho, like Destination Unknown, BoobyBumBum.
Oh, God.
Okay, this is, you know what to say when you meet Yahtzee now. This will be the phrase that haunts him for the rest of his life.
I've had this happen with phrases to me in the past.
Fantastic.
But they've gradually lost their effect.
Oh yeah, it'll wear off like everything, but I mean, you're like shaking. This is insane.
Like, it used to happen with the phrase bum fart piss willy. But now I can say that, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's
so with practice, I will be able to say the phrase booby poop.
You can't say it. This is amazing. you got tears streaming from your face.
I'm sorry, it's been so long we've been doing this video. Alright, back to the game. We're in the tunnels.
Yeah,
yes.
Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
And there's...
surrounded by poo. You're in your element, cunt.
Yeah. But basically, you need to use the guitar.
I'm going over the phrase in my head. I'm trying to wean myself.
It tastes like BoobyBumBum.
Stop.
Okay, dude, I'm not. Are you kidding? I love this.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, essentially, we're...
BoobyBumBum. Okay,
Well,
I'm getting a handle on it
Yeah,
now.
but you've lost the case. Like, you need the... It needs to flow.
Yeah, I took it like a bit at a time there. It was tricky, but I managed it.
Step by step.
Don't.
Day by day.
No.
You too.
Don't say it.
Can... One day at a time, Yahtzee. One day at a time. By the end of this video, I'll give you your first BoobyBumBum chip. That lets you know that you've... It'll just be a picture of some tits and a bum, and it'll be... and...
That was just bum. Something's broken.
This is
I need another coffee.
Yeah, we'll chalk it up to this video going for fucking 3 hours, but this is... I'm glad I got out of bed today just for this. And then this thing that wasn't mentioned happens.
What?
Yeah.
His brain was magic? And now he's the Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically everything's okay now.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the grand tradition of Pixar films, we end on a
Everyone
dance.
has a party.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's happy at the dance party, but
I don't dance.
someone's gonna have to clean up afterwards, and that's where the new oppression starts. They're going to oppress boring people, like that guy. I think the thing we need to go away with is that sometimes oppression is good for you.
Yeah, actually.
Because otherwise you turn into Mr. Cunson.
Government knows best.
Yes. Wear the Wellington boots while out gardening. If you wear them at any other point, you will be shot.
Don't be cunt squared.
Cunt squared. That's a better one.
I've been saying that all throughout this. I literally said that first, and you just don't listen to me.
No, I don't. No, I don't, because you say things like BoobyBumBum to try and trip me up.
Like, comment, rate, subscribe. 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 And it's like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not doing any of those things.
Validate my existence.